What's going on, everybody, and welcome to day 13 of our Juniper Networking series. In today's video, we will be talking about Power over Ethernet, also called POE. So Power over Ethernet is a technology that was developed to not only send our data over an Ethernet cable, but also power a network device. The network devices that we usually see Power over Ethernet used on is IP cameras, and that is what we're going to be using in this video. I've also seen them used on access points and also voice over IP phones. So the Power over Ethernet technology is very beneficial in using devices such as IP cameras. Usually we see IP cameras at the top of a building somewhere where an electrical power source is not nearby. In the case of an AP, it's usually at the top of a ceiling so that the antennas can radiate in all directions and provide the desired coverage. So being able to just plug an Ethernet cord into the AP and allowing the AP to get power is very beneficial in these situations. So when you're in the market for buying your switches, you need to be asking yourself the question, am I going to be using Power over Ethernet devices? And if so, how much power are these devices going to need? For example, I have 3 switches right here, but all of these switches do not support Power over Ethernet. For example, this top switch is a EX3300 24-port T. This switch does not support Power over Ethernet. So if I had a camera right here that is needing Power over Ethernet and I only bought this switch, I would be out of luck. With this switch right here, this is a 3300 48-port P. This switch does support Power over Ethernet. And it supports Power over Ethernet Plus. So you have Power over Ethernet, you have Power over Ethernet Plus, and you have Power over Ethernet Plus Plus. Of course, as we continue to get new Power over Ethernet devices, they are coming with new features. And with those features, they need power. So that is why we continue to see new standards of Power over Ethernet being developed, because our devices continue to just get more capabilities, and because of that, they need more power. So let's go ahead and get into this lab. I'm going to go ahead and connect our camera into one of these ports. All of these 48 ports support Power over Ethernet. So I'm probably just going to connect it into the first port, and we're going to pull up our CLI and evaluate some of the Power over Ethernet show commands. All right, y'all, so we went on ahead and plugged in our Power over Ethernet camera into our switch right here. So let's go ahead and run a few commands to check out our Power over Ethernet status on our switch. So if we do a show POE interfaces, we can see right now that our Gigabit Ethernet 000 interface is enabled. Administratively, it is operationally on. It has a max power of 7 watts. It is operating in low priority. The power consumption that this Power over Ethernet camera is producing out right now is 1.5 watts, and it is in a class of 2. So this is one command that you can run to get the power consumption that your Power over Ethernet device is putting out. Another one that I like to use is the show POE controller, and this is a good command to use to see what your actual maximum power is for your switch. So you can see right now that the power consumption for this entire switch is 1.36 watts. But if we were getting up to the 740 watts, we may need to look at a switch that can produce out more power. Okay, so this is another handy command that you can use when you're evaluating your Power over Ethernet status within your environment. So I appreciate you guys tuning in into this quick day 13 video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope to see you in day 14. Until then, peace out.